Hey guys! Okay, today we're going to be doing a brow tutorial. For this, I'm going to be using the brow palette. So the tools you'll need is a brow artist brush. This brush comes with one angle-ended brush and one flat-ended brush. You're also going to need a spoolie. You can pick these up pretty much anywhere. You can get them off of Amazon. Target has them for $1, I believe, or any retail store will have these. They're just very simple, just a spoolie. If you have a brush that already has one on there, then you are already set. The products that we're going to be using today is the Younique Brow Obsession Palette. I'm going to be using it in the tone medium because I have very dark brows. If you have lighter brows, or if you're a ginger or blondie, then I would recommend the Blonde Brow Obsession Palette. And if you have dark black ones, then obviously you would want to use the darkest one. So to begin, there's 5 different sections. They're all numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you're gonna have a light and a dark powder. You're gonna have a finishing wax, a cream luminizer, and a highlight. For this, you can do it several different ways. I'm going to show you only one way, and that is to apply the powders first, followed by the highlight and the finishing wax. All right, so to begin, you're gonna take the angled part of your brush and you're gonna dip it into the dark powder part of your product. Now you don't have to worry about getting too much. I will say that less is better, just because you can always add more. If you would like to shape your brows before you begin this, that's always a good idea, just because it will give you kind of a curve to follow. Otherwise, you're gonna just kind of be freehanding. So what you wanna do is take that dark color and line the bottom of your brow. So to start your brows should start when you butt it up against the base of your nose. It should start right here. The curve of it should go when you're looking directly forward. You should be able to put your brush over your pupil, and that's where the curve of your brow should be. And it should end, still connected to your nose, at the end of your eye, going straight out. So right there. All right, now I'm gonna dip my angle brush back into some of that dark powder, and I'm going to start about a fingertip's length back from the start of my brow. And I'm just going to fill in and finish lining the top portion of my brow. So don't panic if you get a little outside the lines, or if maybe you go a little too high for what you want. We will fix that. Now I'm gonna take my angle brush and dip it in the light powder, and for me, I also mix it with some of the dark, just because I do have those dark brows. And you're just going to set it flat against your brow and just kind of sweep it in to that area. You don't necessarily, if you don't want a harsh line, the less you do it, the better off you are. And then I'm just gonna take my spoolie and move that product through my brow. Now we'll come back and clean up that brow angle with the pink highlight cream and the flat end of the brush. So you're just gonna dip it in there, and you're going to form that brow now. So this is basically called the cleanup. So anywhere that you got a little bit of excessive powder, or maybe you just decided that that's not how you wanted it to turn out for your brow that day, you're just gonna go and kind of erase it instead of having to take the entire brow off of your face. Now this stuff is great because it goes on pink, but it blends clear, which is one thing that I did forget. It was a blending brush. But that's okay. I will just use this. So I do my brows before I put any of my makeup on, because I'm going to blend it into my skin, and when I go to put on my liquid foundation, it will cover up any of this pink tint that is left on my face. So see how I was just able to completely clean that up, and now I have a beautiful arch and a good looking brow. This brow started like this. So you can see the difference already. All right, let's go ahead and go over here to this one. And an important thing to remember when doing this is that brows are related, but they are not twins. As the famous saying goes, sisters, not twins. Because it will, unless you are using a brow stencil, your brows will not be symmetrical. So if that is something that you desire for your brow, we have a couple great stencils on our website, messesandmascara.com. If freestyle, freehand is more your style and you're okay with your brows not looking identical, then just go ahead and do it this way. All right, let's go and grab some of that pink cleanup. This is like the magic eraser of the brow palette. And brows do take a little bit of concentration, so sorry for the lack of conversation. But I want to make sure that I do these the way that I want them done. All right, and as I said, typically I would have a blending brush to blend this powder out. But because we are only doing a tutorial on the steps to take for the brows, I am not going to worry about getting one right this second. All right, so now that both of my brows are done, I'm going to just kind of sweep the powder through them. This is just combing the powder through. And I'm going to clean the flat end of the brush from any excess cleanup product that it might have on it. Now I'm going to go to that gel section and I'm just going to get a decent amount of gel on my brush. All right. And you're just going to set the eyebrow with that gel. This is going to keep the powder on all day. This is going to give you a nice finished look. And it's also going to tame any unruly hairs you might have. And one last sweep. All right, and that is how you use the brow palette. I know I look like a superhero right now with this powder because it is totally standing out. But like I said, once I put my liquid foundation on, these brows are going to be on point. All right, ladies, so that is how you use the brow palette. If you have any questions, please drop them below or let me know. Goodbye.